Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
Caroline, you should tell them about the newest thing that Bloody Happy Hour is doing.
A Patreon.
It's a Patreon. What is that?
That means you're basically like a VIP member, and there's 2 different levels that you can, subscribe to, and you get some perks. You maybe get like merch a little earlier. You get
exclusive merch.
You could get first dibs on signing up for a live show. You get episodes with no commercials.
You get our video because our video is no longer available on YouTube. It is only on Patreon. And the most important to me is you get videos of our live shows. So if you are far away and you couldn't make our last live show, it will be on the website. We're going to record this future live show. It's going to be on Patreon, but also bonus episodes each month. You guys tell us all the time you want more episodes. This is a way for you to get more episodes. So you're going to get our basic Tuesday, Thursdays that we always put out, right? But if you're on a Patreon, you're VIP, you're going to get more.
I can't wait to talk about in detail some more stories because I always have a lot of details I want to go to. I can law-splain. I might read a book.
They just unsubscribed. This is also going to be the exclusive place that Dirty Chat is going to go to. So if that is breaking some of your hearts, just go ahead and subscribe now. In order to hear the full content, it's going to be Patreon. Where do they go again?
Patreon.com/BloodyHappyHour.
Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline. We're back. It's Tuesday and it's Quickie time.
It is.
And let me tell you, we got some to talk about.
Let's talk.
Do you remember Brandon Deppa? I think he was autistic kid, and he's the one who beat up his teacher.
Oh, yes.
We have an update.
Okay.
So this is the teen who beat his teacher unconscious for taking his Nintendo Switch.
Hey.
I know.
That sometimes could be the end of the world.
I mean, for him, I think it kind of was. So, according to new testimony, Brandon Deppa has the IQ of 110.
Oh, average.
And he should be considered, quote, dangerous. Psychologist Gregory Pritchard said that he communicated very well, had good vocabulary, and was articulate. He said that Deppa is still blaming his teacher for the attack.
Oh.
And he also agreed that he's dangerous. He said that, and mind you, this kid is 6'8". I think we talked about he's huge.
He's big.
He was supposed to be sentenced May 1st.
Okay.
But the judge decided to push back sentencing due to multiple witnesses still remaining.
Damn.
That's the update.
What I hate is like your IQ is just very little snapshot of like what his disability. Like that's saying that he's average, so it's harder to send somebody with a cognitive delay to jail. So it seems like they're leaning towards send his butt to jail.
Yep.
But he needs a psychologist to talk about his autism part.
Like he's just
not remorseful.
Well, it's very hard for people with autism to
Mhm.
identify with other people's
Yeah,
emotions
took
because
my
they don't
switch.
understand.
Like, well, she took my switch.
And they're very literal. Like,
yeah.
that is what happened.
Yeah.
And I was mad. It's cause and effect.
Well, he see what happens if somebody in prison takes your Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
I guess
man.
I don't know. Okay.
Mm.
Yep. That's that one. Hang on. let me
His
wait.
letters better. His lawyers better get a good psychologist, psychiatrist, something on the stand.
Colleges. This I okay. I was like, what was that? I found this. This is a Waco one, local. I don't ever do local. This is not the one you sent me. It's the one I found right before this.
Okay.
This was from the 2016 death of the AT&T worker.
Yeah.
Who I went to high school with one of his daughters.
The AT&T workers?
Yes.
Okay.
So, okay, a Waco man with a long history of mental health and substance abuse issues was found not guilty by reason of insanity in 2016.
Okay.
In the stabbing, and he stabbed and beat to death this AT&T line worker. He was committed to a state mental hospital, which I still don't believe they exist, but apparently they do, according to this article. And okay, he was recommitted to a state mental hospital Wednesday after doctors said he remains a serious threat to others. So, back in Judge Susan Kelly, who we saw, she ordered Zachary Lamone McKee to remain in Kerrville State Hospital for at least another 12 months, because then he'll be reviewed again. This was in October. Okay, he was 34, was found guilty by reason of insanity in October 2019 in the death of the April 2016 case. So I guess it took like 3 years to go to trial or whatever. The guy who died was Kenneth Cleveland, 61 years old, AT&T technician, father of 7 daughters.
Was he on the job?
Yeah.
He was on the job?
I think so.
I don't remember the story. I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember why.
I think it was just completely random. Completely random. So here's his diagnosis. Doctors at Kerrville State Hospital wrote in a report to the court that he suffers from, quote, schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type, substance abuse, cannabis abuse disorder, cocaine abuse disorder, and alcohol abuse disorder, all in early remission in a controlled environment. They recommended McKee remain at the facility for treatment because he represents a likely threat to others, and if untreated, the condition will worsen, leading to psychiatric deterioration and dangerous behaviors. Mr. McKee has a long history of severe mental illness complicated by illegal drug use and non-compliance with treatment. The doctor wrote that when acutely ill, records indicate he experiences delusional thinking, hallucinations, behavioral and thought disorganization, mood symptoms, and severely impaired judgment. He was allegedly in such a mental state when he committed the violent act, the violent offense of murder. And the doctor, this is a psychologist, she also wrote that he has a good response to his current psychotropic medication regimen, which renders his psychiatric symptoms fairly well controlled.
I mean,
but
obviously,
the necessity of lifetime treatment is like he will have to be on this for his lifetime. He is a danger to. He's still a danger. And
so he should never get out. But are they saying he should never be tried again?
I don't know. It says the law requires the court to conduct annual reviews and to see if he can be released or transferred to a less restrictive setting or confined for additional treatment.
Damn. So, like these, I always think about, remember?
He's in Kerrville, the Kerrville facility as of now.
Remember Carlton Dodson?
Yes.
It wasn't Carlton Dodson.
Patrick Dennehy, Carlton Dodson?
Yeah, but I can't remember if that's where he went. I think he just went to jail.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember where he
I
went.
don't think he would have gone to a mental facility, right?
But I think he tried because remember he was saying his name was Jesus and he ended up going to a mental facility.
You're right.
And they took him to jail. No, it was the High Five Russell murder. He's in Rusk State Hospital. And that happened years ago. And you haven't heard anything else about it. Even like the girl, the teacher that shot her kid like 12 times in Riesel, right? She's at a place like that, and she's supposed to have monthly, but like we never hear those updates of how those monthly evaluations are going.
Unless I guess you like look into it.
Yeah.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those too also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
Step into the unexpected with Cultastic, or How to Start a Cult Without Really Trying. A podcast where cult creation unfolds in the most unpredictable way. Join us on a unique journey into the world of theoretical cult formation. Unlike any other podcast, each episode of Cultastic is co-written in part using ChatGPT, and we let it decide our fate, good or bad. What makes Cultastic truly intriguing? We don't know what's coming each week. Together with our AI co-author, we'll discover and build this cult, one episode at a time, exploring various aspects of cult dynamics, leadership, and group psychology. Delve into themes of charisma, influence, and the power of group thinking. It's a blend of expert analysis, theoretical exploration, and the unforeseen twists of AI-generated ideas. Remember, Cultastic is an exercise in imagination and education where we weave a narrative one episode and one tenant at a time. Curious about where this journey will take us? Subscribe to Cultastic or How to Start a Cult without really trying on your favorite podcast platform or at roguemedianetwork.com. Let's build this mission to save the people of Earth, week by unpredictable week.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Yeah, so that's the latest on that. Let's go to this awful what's it called? Treadmill trial.
Oh, yeah. I know nothing about it. I just saw the video.
The video's horrible. But what you maybe didn't notice in the video is what he did, what else he did to the kid. Okay. Christopher Greger, 31 years old. Currently on trial for the murder of his 6-year-old son, Corey.
Okay.
Corey was he was about to turn 7, like a few weeks away. He died April 2021. And according to court documents, he died from blunt force injuries, and cardiac and liver contusions with acute inflammation and sepsis.
Damn.
So, Dad Christopher, subjected Corey, the boy, to strenuous treadmill exercise sessions after allegedly calling him fat.
He was a little bitty boy.
He was a little bitty boy. Surveillance footage taken on March 20th, 2021 at Atlantic Heights Fitness Center, which is wherever he lived. It was like his apartment gym or whatever.
Okay.
And it showed Christopher like demanding Corey to run on the treadmill despite him falling off over and over and over. Corey fell off the treadmill several times, 6 to be exact.
Gosh.
Yet Christopher continued to increase the speed, and at one point he allegedly appeared to bite his son on the head while putting Corey back on the treadmill. So they walk in there, he starts the treadmill, little boy's just sprinting. I mean, it's like he's sprinting as fast as he go. And so he gets tired, and then he just
legs get weak.
His legs get weak and he falls off. Treadmill's still going. So you didn't even have
that clip on you.
Dad probably didn't put him on the clip on purpose. Dad grabs him by the like under the armpits, grabs him, places him back on there. He takes one step, falls back off.
Oh.
I mean, it's not even falling off. He gets rolled off by the belt of the treadmill. Grabs him again. As he's putting him on, he bites. He looks like he's biting the top of his head. Falls off again, and he does that 4 more times. Finally, he instructs the kid, you can step out to the side of the belt. So he's like, you can tell he points, and he's like, step there. He slows it down a little bit, and then he's back to running, and then he finally stops, or the video stops, or whatever. But it was awful to watch. This guy's the worst.
Gosh.
So let me tell you about his mom. So this is Corey's mom, Brianna, noticed several warning signs of abuse. She felt like she had told the CPS, DPS, social services, whoever is the place. It's called different things in different areas. But they did not do enough to help. She made multiple child abuse reports. So Corey was born. Mama Brianna had him when she was 17. She didn't know who baby daddy was. So a couple years later, finds out it is him, whatever. They split custody.
Okay.
She gets on drugs. He gets full custody. She gets better. They once again have split custody. And then they're in a battle because then now she's like, okay, you're being abused. And she's trying to get full custody again.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are in the trial or in the leading up to the trial. And she started taking pictures of Corey. She thought something was wrong. She tried to get the judge to allow her full custody in April, but that did not happen.
Oh, gosh.
And then that's whenever he died, a couple weeks later.
It's probably she couldn't ever her resume was bad because she was on drugs. She lost custody before. So it's can we trust you?
Right. She was at this time right now, she was living with her mom and her mom's boyfriend and
That
a brother.
Look good, yeah.
And I think she did have a job, but she just couldn't afford to live on her own. But
Where's CPS?
That's the thing. Whenever you go and you report abuse to CPS, they don't take it. But then whenever it's not abuse, they're like, oh, you're abusing him, and they take it. It's so back asswards.
This dad was probably very good anyways at convincing whoever that he was a great dad.
Yeah. So Mama was the first person to take the stand because they just started trial the other day. Mom was first to take the stand, and she testified that on April 1st, the defendant took Corey to see the doctor while In his care for that weekend during the visit, Corey told the doctors that his dad was calling him fat and was making him run on the treadmill to lose weight. The following day, Corey was the day after the treadmill. Corey was rushed to the hospital after waking up with slurred words, nausea, and shortness of breath. They did a CT scan. While they were doing the CT scan, he had a seizure. They did life-saving measures, and they were unsuccessful.
Oh my goodness!
Mhm.
Is the dad showing any remorse on the stand?
He has not been on the stand. Only so far, he just has been glaring at baby mama while she's doing it. And he's like crying, supposedly, but I ain't seen no tears. A preliminary autopsy revealed that Corey had blunt force trauma injuries and cardiac and liver contusions, along with acute inflammation and sepsis.
Gosh.
The arrest warrant said specifically by having Corey run on the treadmill and increasing the speed, causing Corey to fall, placing him back on the moving treadmill while appearing to bite his head, causing Corey to fall several more times. That led to all of these injuries because he kept falling and hitting. But I'm sure, I don't know. The autopsist or pathologist said that it would consider the death a homicide.
Hell yeah.
Said that it was attributed to chronic abuse, and the this included blunt force injuries to his chest, abdomen, along with a laceration on his heart, a left pulmonary contusion, and liver lacerations and contusions. He's pled not guilty, and the trial is happening as we speak.
Oh my goodness. Not guilty?
Not guilty.
That's what gets me. That's evil because you did wrong. Your kid's dead body is all the proof, and you don't even feel bad enough to say, I messed up, I let him down, throw me in jail.
I need to know more about his past, but I'm in 2 trials right now. I'm in Karen Reed, and I'm in this one, so.
Well, you just report back to us
I
on
will.
what he ends up getting.
So let's take a little gander to Popcorn Corner. We're going to popcorn, pop culture.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I just stumbled across this today. I haven't heard about this, and I just did not even know about this. Travis Scott, okay? This is back from Astroworld. The incident in Astroworld.
I know, but I don't know. Yeah.
Rapper Travis Scott can't get out of facing a jury in connection to the deadly tramplings at his Astroworld festival back in Texas, in Houston in 2021. So he's having this concert, remember? And he starts, it's overcrowded. People are piling on each other, and then people start getting trampled. But instead, typically, Parker McCollum did at the concert the other weekend, he stopped the show and says, hey, what are you doing? Y'all are fighting. You need to leave. People do that in their concerts because they can see what's happening out in the crowd. He didn't do that.
Okay.
He let the people trample, and he just let the chaos ensue and kept going.
That people were fighting, or what was happening?
It was just overcrowded, and so people would get they would fall down, and then they would be stepped on, and then there's pushing and shoving, and it was a hot mess. It was just too many people, and it was the whole thing. So a Houston judge denied Travis Scott's motion to be dismissed from lawsuits filed by the victims of the stampede. Hundreds of people have sued Travis Scott, Live Nation, and others for negligence. 10 people died from this concert.
Damn.
Claims against other performers from that day, like Drake, were dismissed. The first trial as part of this massive litigation is a wrongful death case filed by the family of Madison Dubisky, a 23-year-old girl who died at Astroworld, and the trial is expected to start on May 6th.
Man.
I didn't even know there was trials coming up. I thought it was just money. But I guess... yeah, I don't know.
I think the second time Live Nation has been sued.
Yeah, they did not do anything.
They're the ones that's supposed to
too many people in.
Yeah, Getting
And
that
then
money.
my sister had gone to a concert, like not too far after that one. It was either Drake or might have been Travis Scott. I can't remember. But I was like, you just don't get trampled. Just don't get trampled.
Getting nosebleeds.
I do not want to be in that big crowd.
No.
No. And then we have breaking news.
Uh-oh, what is it?
Beep, 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 beep. Brittany should have never been let free. We should have never set Britney.
I was like,
Britney
Spears,
free.
what is she doing?
We should have never set her free. Britney Spears. Okay, this is the latest.
Not Britney Spears. Britney Griner.
No, Britney Spears.
Oh.
Yes. Well, yeah, we did talk about, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Britney needs to go back to Russia with her back. Her haircut is so bad, we got to send her back to Russia. It's so bad. She looks like a chia pet. Anyway, Britney Spears, okay, according to TMZ, got into a huge fight with her boyfriend Wednesday night. Didn't know she had a boyfriend, but she got a boyfriend. She ended up out of control, crying, possibly cut, and almost driven away by an ambulance. She got to the Chateau Marmont,
whatever that is,
late Wednesday with boyfriend and convicted felon Paul Solis. He's not even cute. And there was some sort of disturbance. Someone called the police, claiming a woman matching Britney's description was harassing and threatening hotel employees and guests. Officers showed up shortly after 10:30 and they saw no signs of trouble and left. Then Brittany and Paul go to the hotel room around 11 p.m. They partying, drinking. While they're in the room, they end up getting to this like altercation, turned physical, and then according to sources, Brittany may have hurt her leg. Okay. Allegedly, Brittany was screaming and out of control in the hallway in her suite. Several guests thought she was having a mental breakdown, so they called paramedics. TMZ was told the call to paramedics was for a possible injured person, but sources say the hotel feared it was just a breakdown. The paramedics came at 12:40. They talked to Brittany. She was walking out of the hotel. She had a pillow in her hand and a blanket wrapped around her. And she had clearly been crying. She did not get into the ambulance and ended up leaving with her security and without boyfriend Paul. Now, she just made a post. And let me read
So
it
nobody
to you.
got arrested. Nobody went to the ambulance that night. They
No.
they were just called. Okay.
They were just called and it blew up and I had to let the people know. So now Brittany posted on Instagram and she said, just to let people know, ... the news is fake, ! I would like respect at this time for people to understand that I am getting stronger every day. Truth sucks. So can someone teach me how to lie? ? Goddesses out there, I'm reaching my higher power. And furthermore, I hope you guys are too. I need a new toothbrush right now.
What?
P.S. I need an espresso. Rose. P.S.S. Not sure. Not sure why I feel the need to share this. ... I guess I'm just a girl and on my period, so I'm bitchy. ... Shit! ! I also twisted my ankle last night and paramedics showed up at my door illegally. They never came in my room, but I felt completely harassed. I'm moving to Boston. Peace.
What? Oh, Brittany, come on now. Brittany used to be my favorite.
I know. She just, they messed her all up.
Hollywood.
They messed her all up. And, it's just when you're a child, and that leads me to being a child star. And I don't know if you watched the HBO thing, Quiet on Set.
Oh, but I'm hearing all about it. I need to watch it.
Well,
was she a victim?
No, but
probably.
But I mean, just yeah, most likely. Well, she's just in her just from being Brittany. Dan Schneider was the Nickelodeon guy. He's the one who's all of it's about. He is suing the Quiet on Set producers for defamation.
I mean, you gotta do something.
I'm
to
like,
at least look like you're innocent.
I don't know why he doesn't have any charges against him.
I don't know. Does pity Pity.
Pity.
Did he even got any charges against him right now?
Oh, hell no.
Well.
So there is your popcorn corner, which we haven't been to in a while. And I
No,
just
we
went
haven't.
ham on that
We haven't.
road.
But maybe Britney's faking it, like allegedly Wendy Williams is faking all
Wendy
of her
Williams is
stuff,
not faking.
so that she is not targeted by the Illuminati people.
Okay.
And that this is what the Jaguar Wright said, that Wendy was the first one who ever outed all the down low rappers and what they're doing. And
but she looked
and did a whole episode before, but it was taken down by, like, because the producers are like at the top of all this stuff, that are like Clive Davis. They're all like,
oh yeah,
like
he bad.
Diddy's take. Diddy is dirty.
Yeah,
but he was doing the work of a lot of the people above him.
Yeah.
So allegedly, the story is Wendy is kind of playing crazy and playing dumb so that she's not a target. Because if you look at the hit list, there's been a lot of people that've been targeted that's tried to talk before.
But she always talked about so many people anyway.
I know, but you can only talk about certain people.
She talked about Whitney Houston to her face. Or to her on the... Yeah.
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 I mean,
look at Joan Rivers. She talked about
right.
Michael Obama, and
but
she died after her 27th surgery out of the blue.
Joan Rivers is dead?
Ma'am!
No.
That's why red carpets are trash now. It's there's nobody can do it like Joan did. She went for like another plastic surgery, it's like her 700th surgery. It's like a routine doctor's visit for her, and she gonna die.
Yeah.
Right after she walks up talking about, we already had a tranny in office.
Oh. Well, so like what people are like outing right now, Wendy Williams was allegedly one of the first to kind of call it out, but it was never aired because it was taken down. So I don't know. That's just so maybe Britney's faking it.
Does
so she's
have other issues like
Graves,
yes, Graves disease and that leg thing that she has, and she looks like real skinny. I don't know if that seems like it looks real.
Orlando, not Bloom, Brown, which is one of the child stars, the Nickelodeon. I think he was on like Major Payne, and he was on That's So Raven, and so he was outing all the producers. What, like years ago, I remember seeing his videos and outing Diddy years ago, but people just said he was crazy, that he was bipolar, and like gave him all these labels, and now he's kind of acting normal because he had to play. They're saying that he had to play crazy because his life isn't in danger if people just think you're crazy. But if people think you're sane and you're telling all this stuff, then you could die. Which is Tupac. Why Tupac died.
Oh, gosh.
So I don't.
So right. But what is Britney talking about? She didn't talk about people.
Oh, I don't know. I was just like, is she really crazy? Or is she a victim that what made her crazy? Or is she...
Now you got me questioning everything.
Everything. Question everything.
I do.
But the Bible. Okay. That is good stuff. All the news.
Yes.
We're going to keep bringing it to you.
All of it. So you're welcome. And there you go.
All right. We will see y'all Thursday for a full episode.
Where are we going?
We're going to Arizona and Oregon.
Ooh. Okay.
And let's just say we're going to do a Mother's Day story in honor of Mother's Day.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
Let's do a murderous mommy that we haven't covered.
I love it.
Okay, we'll see y'all then. Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.